Oh, my bad, y'all. Yo, what's good, my YouTube family, my tax-paying Americans, and my great people across the world. I know you guys probably seen this interview. If you haven't seen this interview, this is Giselle West and Jacqueline West, the adoptive parents of Orrin and Orson West, also known as Classic and Sincere. Or I should have said that the other way. Classic and Sincere, also known as Orrin and Orson West. I believe this has taken place December 23rd in California City, California, where the boys was reported missing on December 21st. Well, first thing is, why they got their mask on? I don't feel comfortable showing my face. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna cover my face. Okay. Yeah, now I feel a little more safe, a little more fair now.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen.
Oh, just to let you guys know, I was a day one supporter. I do stay in the area, so I'm gonna give it from my point of view and from the information that I know, you guys. All right, let's get it going.
We felt so helpless, and seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot.
So, tell us what happened the night the kids went missing.
From our yard.
It was cold. I was gonna make a fire. It's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I opened up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside and play with chalk on the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard and keep them close. So I was playing with chalk, and I came in the house. I saw them there. I went in the house. I came back out. I didn't see them now. I immediately.
You went in the house, so you passed them up. So if you guys know, their patio is only so big and it's right by their sliding door. So that doesn't make no sense right there, you guys.
Went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said no, they should be outside playing with chalk. I said, well, I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked.
So, I already seen this interview. Like I told you guys, pretty much know a little bit of information of what's going on. So I'm gonna just jump ahead on what they say so I won't forget what they're saying, okay? So first of all, there is footage from the next door neighbor, Mike, which he is in this video too. And I'll show who he is. But in the footage, you never see him searching the backyard, or you never see no kids in the backyard. So that's a lie right there.
Came inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife. Once that didn't pan out, I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold, and I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners.
Also, if it was cold that night, why would you guys put the two kids outside when you guys got a big house? You could have just put them in another room and put the TV on for them, or gave them some type of activities to do while you guys wrap the Christmas gifts in the living room or whatever. Okay, fam, Mr. Giselle West states that he went out and searched and bent a lot of corners. He was only out for no longer than 10 minutes, maybe 6 or 7 minutes max. So within that time frame, it's only so many corners that you could bend. He goes up Melville Drive, and once he gets past Bay, you really don't know where he went. But this is just my opinion from being from Cal City of how many possible corners he could have really bent within that time. So I'm gonna kind of map it out for you guys, a couple routes that he could have possibly took from the street that he went up to all the way back into when he comes off of Proctor Boulevard onto 108th right here. Okay, so he leaves the house and goes up Melville. Possibly could have went right here to Georgetown, or just kept going to the boulevard all the way up.
make a right on Proctor, come up 108th, and on the footage, that's where he comes back into Aspen, back to the house. Or he could have, went this way, up that way, boom. Within something, but not too many corners within that time frame. But most definitely, he came back up Proctor to 108th, back to Aspen. He could have even went into this way, anywhere over here. Still had to return back down this way. But I doubt he hit, so many corners within 6 or 7 minutes, which is still not enough time. I know people that look for their pet more than these people. Missing dogs and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it on that, guys.
Second, what he said, it was a lot of wood. It's little twigs and branches on the side of his house. I wouldn't recommend burning that in your chimney. And then plus you would it's dried up desert wood, so it'll burn real quick. They're like little twigs. So yeah, let's keep it going, y'all. It's just a whole bunch of lies in one, man. There's so much on here, guys. It's ridiculous.
I went down this street. I turned my light on. I searched. I called their names.
Okay. Man, I'm probably going to pause it a lot because it's just a lot of points that needs to get broken down. And we got to bring this back up and spread awareness. So, if your kids are missing, right? You don't know if they got kidnapped. You don't know who's out there at this moment. You don't know what happened to the boys. Classic and sincere, right? So why would your wife feel comfortable staying in the house when you're out there in the neighborhood looking for the kids? And also, not to mention, he left with his windows up. I'll be doing a reaction on the security footage too from the neighbor Mike. He left the his home in his van with the windows up, and they're tinted windows so you can see on the footage, and he pulled back up with his windows up. So how were you yelling their name, and why didn't she come searching with you? Why did she stay in the house? I mean, I'm pretty sure any average woman would probably be scared to stay in the house by herself when the kids are missing and you're out there looking for them. I would believe any average tax-paying American would want to attend the search with you and would be too scared to stay in the house. You guys understand me on that, America? People of the world?
To a gentleman on the street on the other side over there, he didn't see me. So then I came home and I told my wife we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going. So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there, and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out and drove.
See, that's one thing that kind of boggles me. I wonder if the police really said that. I think it was a statement saying that they didn't. But I know if my children is missing, there's not too many people in the world that would be able to tell me to stay in the house and not attend no search party and depend on the community and law enforcement. These are your children that you adopted. You're supposed to be a super parent. So why would you let somebody tell you to stay in a house? Why it's a lot of people out here trying to help find these kids that you reported missing, that you guys put outside in the cold. It's already, multiple people from Bakersfield to California City stating that you guys never came outside with them children. So why this first night, not even daytime, this first night you guys decide to put them kids out? Let's get it going.
And I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching. And we appreciate it. And nobody ever could tell, we could never talk to anybody. And that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody.
We really want to thank you guys.
Please, if anybody has seen them, please call.
To me, that kind of sounds like a plan. Somebody told them. Somebody told them to stay inside. Was it law enforcement, or was it somebody else directing them and trying to guide them in what to do?
Somebody know?
It's call the cops. Call California, the city police department. Call them and let them know what you've seen, if you see anything. Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious, okay? They are going to be here in this area. And I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not.
If your children are missing, why would you mention that they're rambunctious? Like they're some type of animals or something. Like, beware of them. If you see them, be cautious because they might bite you. And how would you know that they're somewhere in that area? This is 2 days later. So are you already trying to keep people there? Maybe that was your goal from the beginning. Maybe that's why they moved to Cal City, to keep people in Cal City, because maybe the whatever happened, the whereabouts with the boys happened in Bakersfield. Why would he say, I know they're around here? Did they not want the investigation to go back to Bakersfield? Was that the intended plan?
Because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if make sure. That's it. Because I don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved. We just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks.
First thing I know everybody noticed, it's not really, it's lack of emotions, no tears. Seems like more anger and frustration and a little bit of nervousness. As you can see, they both got the Christopher Watts body language. He has his arms crossed, not moving them. She's rocking back and forth. It's like, Christopher Watts separated into two people doing the same body language. We only 3 minutes in and I done stopped this thing 30.
You guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it.
What's no? No, we're not gonna find the babies. What did you do to them, Trezell? Why would you say no? And what's the point? What's exactly the point? Was that the point intended? Oh my God, you guys, this is rambunctious.
And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children, and they came to us, and they became our children. We named them, and they are our children, and so we want them back. So please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing, we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense. That's part of the investigation.
I don't know.
So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
Zoom in on them.
What? So you guys willfully...
Remember this, guys, I said this on multiple cases. It's not 100% true, but usually when a news crew interrogates you instead of interviews you, they already pretty much know you're guilty. When they zoom in on you, trouble. My kids is missing. I am not doing a 30-minute interview. Maybe like 10. This is one that's only 13, but it's still interrogation. To where I would have been offended as, I'm supposed to be out there looking for my kids, and you, the news people, are interrogating me. like the police. But even though, it's gonna go to the police and all that, but yeah, it's usually most guilty people that got them long go interviews, y'all.
Gave them your
Everything.
technology,
Yes.
the car.
Yes.
Did they get it? How did they get a search warrant? Did you
I,
guys?
I,
Oh, no
I don't see
idea.
why they got one, but they got one.
Yeah,
We would
they
have let them
didn't
take
need one,
anything.
but-
We would have let them take everything. We let them come in and search with us. We asked them to come do that.
What did they take?
Just tech.
You see, that's probably why they were so comfortable with letting law enforcement go in the house, because the kids were probably never there. So, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Not to mention they didn't take a lie detector test either. I don't think that was mentioned in this news clip footage, but those are facts, y'all.
And that's it. Like our phones.
From the house though, did they?
Oh, well, I guess, should I answer that or?
Answer it to us, yeah.
Okay. So,
Why are you letting these people control you, Giselle? You can answer whatever you want to. These are your children that you have responsible for. Defend yourself and talk to these people. What you guys gonna see, but that's the Bio family over there. And they're gonna start speaking up.
okay, I guess, I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already.
Not to mention, this is their first appearance and their last appearance. And we're 6 months in, you guys, and they have not said one thing regarding the missing boys. You needed to be there. You should have been there, but you were not.
Just to stay put, they have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole time in there.
He had sitting down. We would ask him to go help. They had to sit
He said
down.
nope.
He said, no, we got the best out there.
So
We
it's
need
not-
you guys here in case we have more questions.
I don't want you guys thinking we
don't.
didn't try. We actually
We
looked
tried.
before we called
We
the police.
looked, yes.
So if you see the footage, which I guess I'm gonna have to react on that pretty quick, because I know it's a lot of people that seen this, but at the same time, it's a lot of people that haven't. I'm trying to bring a lot of people over to my channel and spread the word. So I gotta run back a lot of information and try to, keep it as simple as possible. But this woman was not seen on camera at all. She did not come outside not one time and search for these boys. Swear for God. Facts.
And I imagine the mind-boggling part is the search for information. What happened? Where are they?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
And
And just so we are able to present the information correctly, at what time did you guys notice your kids went missing? And at what time were they reported missing to the police?
it's about, I think it was about 4:30, going on 5. It was getting dark, like I said.
5-ish.
5-ish. That's about it. That's when everything played out.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
After we searched
Yeah.
a little bit around here, it was dark, so we definitely we got worried.
Why does she keep saying we? Do they not know it's a camera at the neighbor's house? Jacqueline, stop lying. You just lied to everybody. You did not search for these kids. Why? I don't know. I could think of a million reasons why.
Would you say it was maybe within an hour, a couple hours?
No, it was within minutes of us getting finished up with our search.
Okay.
It was within minutes.
So if it was within minutes,
What do you guys want people at home to understand about this situation? For them, even speaking about what you guys are feeling is difficult. What do you want them at home to understand about this whole situation?
We're going through it. It's difficult. I mean, everybody's making their own their own conclusions. They don't know anything. We're not sure like everything. We're not sure. We said what we knew, and if anybody has seen them or anything, please call the police department.
He looking like, you talking too much. You stuttering and stuff. Your story is boo-boo, Jackie. You stuttering, you don't know what to say. Usually most guilty people say, we didn't do nothing. They stress the issue on they didn't do nothing. And nobody was really saying that y'all did something. We're just trying to figure out. So you kind of pointed the finger at yourself.
Would you be willing to provide pictures, or do you have any?
I have older pictures. All my newest were on my phone.
Okay.
A lot of people are speaking of this as, after the math, past tense. I want to talk about your kids in present tense. What kind of boys are these? Tell us about the boys.
Very playful, very rambunctious, and they do love to wrestle. They do love to kind of get rough with each
They're
other.
kids.
They're kids. Of course, they would love to go out, but so during the pandemic, we weren't trying to go, out here. And so we stayed inside.
Did you guys ever go out and search?
Yes.
We did. We searched before we called the cops.
That's
That's what we were saying.
What time did they come up missing?
They came missing right before it got dark.
Jackie, you low, bottom of the sea creature, scum of the earth, piece of face mask, curly hair, black t-shirt, child herder, liar. You lied 3 times already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times about the same thing. You were not seen on footage searching for these boys.
And then I searched that property. I even drove around this neighborhood right here. I even talked to a gentleman on that side, one of those streets over there. I said, did you see some little black...
See, he just said it. I, not we.
kids.
Did you go that way looking for them?
That's the extra I was going to come, but when I came back home, I decided to call the cops because it was dark. They couldn't have got away that fast.
And why did it take 2 people to go in the house and leave 2 kids out here by themselves? It should have been 1 parent going in and 1 parent right here watching the child, not 2 parents going in the house and leaving
so
2 little kids out here by themselves for 10 minutes.
No, they were in the backyard. And
So
the
how
back
did
gate
they
was
get
open.
out the backyard?
And the back gate was open, and I was getting wood
So
from
you
this
guys
lot
just
here.
being irresponsible and left the gate open, left some little kids outside with the gate open.
All right. Sorry. You guys were talking about your boys who you're,
Doesn't make no sense.
I understand. For a mother's intuition, I know you were saying, and we'll get your names after this, but you were saying how you feel like they're in this area. intuition? What is the sense?
Real quick, not to mention, you guys, the trash comes through this neighborhood around once a week, and not to mention it could have been recycles, but it didn't look like recycles. In their trash can, they had about 15 gallons of some type of whiskey. So they were definitely going through something and drinking a lot of alcohol beverages. As you can see, he's pretty skinny, and she is too, small people. It's a lot of alcohol to be contained within a small amount of time. Them is gallons, like months worth of alcohol.
You get. What do you think happened to your boys? Do you think someone took them? Do you think they're lost? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know they're not walking around. They're not that kind. They do not just roam around. These patches. I think definitely would have been picked up.
You see, they're pushing the narrative of they know they didn't walk away, so they pretty much eliminated that themselves right there. Not to mention the neighbor has his cameras all over the neighborhood, and it was also mentioned that it was other neighbors outside drinking that night, and nobody seen nothing in these patches or wherever.
Or something.
That was my assumption.
Have they ever taken off of the yard before?
No.
They've never taken off?
No.
You guys are new to Cal City, right?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been living here?
Just 3 months.
Do you have any more questions?
It's crazy because y'all say y'all came out looking for the kids and y'all got neighbors that say y'all ain't even came out looking for no kids.
The neighbors weren't out here.
We were looking.
We were looking.
I'm just saying, bro, this is crazy, bro. I got kids of my own.
Where do you live?
Them little boys that y'all raised, them.
So you guys, this is the Bio family over here, and I believe that's Miss Ryan Dean, the mother of the boys. This looks like she's not feeling it. You can smell the gumbo, the fishiness in the air, coming from the AP family. But this is the Bio family, guys. They rushed down from Bakersfield to see what was going on with their young relatives.
I understand, bro.
I don't leave kids outside,
And I understand.
I have 9 kids. I have 9 kids.
But there's outside in the backyard that I was watching.
Leave my kids unattended, not even for a minute.
Like, you sit here.
I get.
So guys, that's Mike right there with the long black t-shirt on, long sleeve black t-shirt. As you can see, he's just standing on the side, pretty much trying to figure out. You can see he's like, but he doesn't feel their story, you know what I mean? So it pretty much everybody felt like that from the beginning, man. You can smell the gumbo in the air for sure. So that's the man that he let the footage go, and he got attacked by no thanks Doug, same difference, and by the lemon head.
We get that. We get it.
They were in the
We
backyard.
feel it.
Don't even look like you worried,
But
bro.
you said the gate.
I've been
Okay, y'all
going
know
through it all
y'all finna go inside the house, right? Y'all are foster parents, right?
No.
Okay,
we're
well, y'all
adopted
adopted
parents.
them,
Yeah,
right?
they are
Okay,
children.
shut the gate. Go in the house. Why did it take both of y'all to go in the house and leave them outside by themselves?
I understand.
And y'all know the gate was
Why
open.
haven't y'all been out with the people around the
See, I would have kept it, cool, calm, and collective, but I would have had that same energy if I was innocent. I probably would have got offended, and I would have been like, "Hey, man, what you guys saying? Like, I took the kids." Like, we would have been squabbling. You know what I mean? If I'm fully innocent, ain't nobody gonna put that jacket on me. But everybody is different. But I think that would be a natural state of mind, a natural defense. You know what I mean? To automatically, naturally want to defend yourself and make it nice and clear to everybody without fear that you have no involvement with the whereabouts about these kids. Classic and sincere. So let's make it make, man.
Looking with the kids.
We already told on
said
camera.
that.
I
We already
see
told
y'all
camera.
on no cameras last night. I
No.
didn't even see y'all out here praying with them people. Them people was out to take care of my nephew. That's not supposed to happen.
I
watching at home who knows anything, or if somebody who has these kids, if they're watching, what is your message to them?
The message has always been, as soon as possible, call the California City Police Department, and please bring our babies home. And that's that.
Come on, man. I know y'all hear that family crying in the background. I'm pretty sure we all on the same page, but for those that don't know, it's only obvious, man, that bio family does not have these kids, and if they did have the kids, it would probably be the best thing for these kids, but it's been 6 months and it's pretty much same thing going on, nothing new, no results. And it's right here in front of y'all face, man. As you can see, they're crying, they're emotional. You can see their pain the second day, first day there. And just compare it to the APs and the bio, the emotions, okay, y'all?
One of the reasons why we actually didn't want to do
This is the reason why. Because we were under orders to stay in the house and stay because they're going to need to contact us. And we cannot go outside, and that was the issue. We were under orders by the cops.
You see how you steady trying to push that narrative? Which one is it? At first they was just telling you guys it's just to stay in the house because they needed to contact you guys, right? And they have the best out there. And it was an officer right there the whole time. First of all, not to mention the first night nobody went to their house at all. Just volunteers in California City out there trying to find the kids. Nobody even thought that they had anything to do with it. So now they're trying to switch it up and say the police told them to not come outside because of the bio family. But you're not saying that the bio family may have the children. Like it doesn't.
To stay home in the house and let the professionals look.
But you just said that they were your children. If they were your children, regardless of what somebody told you, wouldn't you want to go look for them?
Well, we have cop actually posted in the front door right there.
Yeah, but you know how cold it is at night?
We totally understand. If you guys actually have that question, you should ask the police officer.
The situation, but do you see how it seems that the kids was left unattended? You guys went in the house and then the kids disappeared. How did they disappear?
Exactly, and that's the word we're trying to figure out.
It doesn't make sense. How did they disappear? How did they go out? You guys had the house supervised already, and my question is, why were they the only two children out? Where were the rest of the kids?
The rest of the kids went with grandma.
With who?
They left. They went on vacation.
So they didn't?
No, because they're too young. We watched them. And it turns out that happened.
How did the
just really quickly before we forget, first and last name, spelling of both for both of you guys.
So, say it again?
Just first and last name.
Spelling of who or what?
Or just your first and last name.
Our names.
Trezell West
Jacqueline
is
West.
Trezell West.
Okay, and for you?
JACQUELINE.
I'm sorry, one more time?
JACQ.
Background, man. These people know where these kids is at, y'all. And since we're talking about that, we need to apply pressure. 6 months, they have not came out and said anything. Why have these people not came out and even said happy birthday to Classic? We need answers, y'all. We need to apply pressure on all these people, the adoptive family, these officials that's involved. Officer badge number 954, Bakersfield Police Department. Call the Bakersfield Police Department, the chief. Something needs to be done. These people definitely know the whereabouts about these kids. What's really going on? Where are the boys? You guys know where the boys at, Trezell, Jacqueline, Wanda, Jamal, the little brother, whatever the hell your name is. Somebody needs to speak up.
U-E-L-A-N-E.
Okay. West?
Yes.
Okay, guys. We'll let you go.
All right.
Sorry about that.
This is
Hello? You probably want to feel bad because you don't.
Y'all probably have to take it back a little bit. I'm gonna take it back. But just notice the sweat line along his spine. Were you nervous? Why is your back all sweaty? This whole interview is BS, y'all. Pretty much explains a lot. It speaks volume. And I'm still trying to find other reasons to think the little details like that. But I've been looking for a different reason to think anything differently, that these people were not involved, you know, unbiasedly, respectfully. But I just don't see it, guys. You know, their story doesn't add up. Their body language doesn't add up. They have no emotions. And you see them walking in that house. It's the last time they came out publicly speaking about these boys, I believe December 23rd, 2020. We are 6 months in one day, y'all. And this is where we at. So we need to apply that pressure. Where is Trizelle and Jackie at? Where are they? Where are their whereabouts? Why are they not pushing for these boys like the Bio family? Why are they not saying nothing, not doing nothing, no flyers, no happy birthdays? It's just complete silence. They can't be that scared. There's nothing to be scared of if you didn't do nothing. You know, you saying he was outside with the kids, and then all of a sudden they're just gone that quick, and you go instantaneously to look for them. So you basically saying somebody came all the way in your backyard, or you know, they would have to go on the side of the house, but it's cameras everywhere. Where are the boys, Jackie and Trizelle? It's on for life, man, until we get answers. We deserve answers. Everybody, that family deserves answers. Them boys do not deserve this. Ouch, y'all.